LYC was founded in 1954. After over 60 years of manufacturing and extensive development, LYC has evolved into the most comprehensive bearing manufacturing enterprises within China. LYC's product range covers more than 20,000 variants of bearing, with different sizes ranging from an inner diameter of 10 millimeters to an outer diameter 13.5 meters. LYC's bearings are widely used in rail freight and transit systems, aerospace, wind power, automobile, motorcycle, engineering machinery, port crane and marine vessel, precision machine tool, metallurgical, steel and mining industries, etc. LYC was one of the first railway bearing manufacturing facilities to be approved by the China Ministry of Railways, MOR. Additionally, was the first bearing manufacturer to provide R&D to MOR to enable LYC to manufacture passenger train, freight car locomotive, subway and light rail train bearings since 1959. LYC was the first to be approved as the Chinese National Bearing Technical and R&D Center. This R&D center is well equipped with academics, engineering and scientific staff, and is extensively equipped with some of the most state-of-the-art test equipment available in the bearing industry today. This test equipment can cover every test imaginable, including that of life cycle testing. LYC takes pride in being recognized as the leader in the Chinese railway bearing industry. LYC have maintained this lead by independently developing software, which is known as the Rolling Bearing 3D CAD Systems RBDS version 5.0, and the Bearing Dynamics Analysis software. This software retains its own intellectual property rights. Additionally, LYC has also purchased the Romax Simulation Analysis software to enhance the R&D department's technical services. LYC has been successful in formulating the national standard for freight car bearings, and has also participated in the creation of the national standard formulation for passenger train bearings and locomotive bearings. LYC has successfully researched and developed freight car bearings for the 21-ton, 25-ton, 30-ton, and 38-ton axle loadings, and for passenger trains with run speeds of 160 kilometers an hour and 250 kilometers per hour. LYC are now developing bearings for high-speed freight car applications with 18-ton axle loadings with run speeds of up to 160 kilometers per hour. Additionally, there is ongoing development of bearings for high-speed passenger train applications with run speeds of 350 kilometers per hour. LYC has invested heavily in world-class manufacturing equipment for the production of their railway bearings. Rings are then moved to either individual CNC machining centers or moved through the automated machining line. Primarily, LYC maintain dedicated production lines for passenger and transit applications. In addition to freight car applications, the majority of these lines are fully automated. This automation improves efficiency and quality in respect of repeatability. Inner and outer rings for the railway bearing are produced on a PDA 630 1.5 punching press. Turning of the bearing rings is by CNC turning center production lines. Consistently in the uniformity of the batch product dimension is no greater than 0.100 millimeters. Form and location tolerance is no greater than 0.050 millimeters. Additionally, each bearing within the production batch maintains its own unique serial number. The heat treatment LYC Engage is an Icalin double-row continuous gas carburizing production line. The temperature control is regulated with an accuracy of plus or minus 3 degrees centigrade. The homogeneity state of the furnace is held within a plus or minus 5 degrees centigrade range. The carbon potential variance is held within plus or minus 0.050% carbon. The uniformity of the effective case depth is controlled to within 0.3 millimeters. The consistency of the carbon within the carburized layer is maintained so as to be not more than 0.150% carbon. Quenching and tempering is an integral part of the Icalin furnace. The system engaged is that of a controlled atmosphere rotary hearth furnace, followed by a pressed die quenching process using a high-pressure circulating oil system. Deformation within the quench is limited to a maximum of not more than 0.15 millimeters. Core hardness generally will be in the range of 35 to 45 HRC. These can be altered dependent on customer specification. The surface hardness variance between any batch is generally not more than 1.0 HRC. Bearing ring grinding and honing are applied within the automated production lines. These process dimensions are held within an accuracy not to exceed not more than 0.010 millimeters, and a variance within any tolerance location to be held within an accuracy not to exceed 0.005 millimeters. The RA value of the surface roughness after honing shall not be greater than 0.16 micrometer. Rollers used in railway bearing products are manufactured within a fully automated grinding and honing production line. The roller diameters within the grading tolerance for batch products are held at a maximum in any one set not to exceed more than 0.002 millimeters, and roller taper angle grading tolerance shall also not exceed 0.002 millimeters. The RA value of surface roughness after honing shall not exceed 0.1 micrometer. All outer rings are subject to 100% ultrasonic testing. Meanwhile, inner rings, rollers, seal wearings are subject to magnetic particle inspection prior to being released to the assembly process. LYC's phosphate line is also fully automated, so as to ensure consistent repeatability in the manufacturing cycle. This automation ensures no distortion of the bearing components and is able to maintain the surface roughness within specification. Generally, the phosphate thickness will add an additional 0.3 micrometer to any dimension prior to phosphating. New freight car bearings are produced in the fully automated assembly production line. LYC's Rail Bearing Reconditioning Division also use high-precision CNC processing centers for regrinding and honing. Automatic UT test equipment and magnetic particle flaw detection is also deployed to ensure the optimum quality of their reconditioned products. All reconditioned bearings are assembled on a semi-automatic assembly production line, which is interchangeable for production volume flexibility. In order for LYC to ensure that the quality of its products are being maintained on an ongoing basis with respect to meeting or exceeding their customers' specifications, LYC has also invested heavily in monitoring and detection systems. These systems are checked and calibrated on a regular basis. LYC maintains the only large-scale, high-speed rail bearing test rig in China. This rig can provide a top speed simulation of 500 kilometers per hour. This equipment has been accepted and certified by the State Ministry of Science and Technology. In addition to the high-speed output of this rig for the endurance test, the rig can also apply a waterproof ingress test and a dust-proof test as part of a comprehensive performance test. Here is a list of some of the systems that LYC currently engages: coordinate measuring machines, Taylor roundness instrumentation and profilometer, metallographic microscope with image analysis system, infrared carbon and sulfur analyzer, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen analyzer, plasma heating spectrometer, ultrasonic phased array imaging detection system, X-ray analytical instrument, electron tensile testers, and a high-precision computed tomography imaging system. These instrumentation systems aid in providing detailed analysis into the performance of manufacturing within the railway bearing detection, analysis, and testing systems. LYC has achieved and maintains by regular recertification the ISO 9001, ISO 14001, ISO TS 16949, CRCC and AS 9100C certificates. All LYC's manufacturing equipment is equipped with SPC quality process systems. This has and continues to be introduced through the ongoing introduction of hardware and software platforms. The data that's collected is real-time data. The collection of this data is continually analyzed. The feedback data is shared in order to establish real-time PPK and CPKs. This aids in achieving the ultimate objective of the zero defects, which is one of the LYC's primary quality goals. LYC's continual comment to investment in the areas of R&D, advanced inspection, and test equipment ultimately ensures their first-rate quality products to the extent that their new freight car bearings are guaranteed for a period of 8 years or 800,000 kilometers, whichever should come first. The LYC manufactured reconditioned bearings are also guaranteed for a period of 8 years or 800,000 kilometers, whichever should come first. Passenger car bearings are guaranteed for a period of 10 years or 2,800,000 kilometers, whichever should come first. LYC's current manufacturing capacity for freight car bearings is calculated at 300,000 pieces per year. The bearing reconditioning subdivision's annual capacity is rated 120,000 pieces per year. The manufacturing capacity for passenger bearings is calculated at 110,000 pieces per year. LYC's market share of the manufacturing of freight car bearings and the reconditioning of bearings is calculated at more than 20% of the China market. LYC's major partners within China are China Railway, CRRC, and Shenhua Group. LYC is currently maintaining a 40% share in the manufacturing and supply of passenger bearings for China market. LYC also supplies railway bearings to many other customers throughout the world. LYC established these customer bases based on the quality of their products, on-time deliveries, reliability of their products, initial and ongoing technical support, based upon trust and collaboration and competitive pricing. LYC have supplied more than 1,300,000 pieces of rail bearings into China's railway sector. These bearings have and continue to run trouble-free.